If you want to become a certified Pilates instructor, here are a few things I would take into consideration before you book your program. For context, I live in New Jersey. My boyfriend lives in California, in LA, and I actually went out to Orange County, California to get my Pilates certification. I absolutely fell in love with a studio out there, and I was like, no, I want to be taught by them. I want to teach here. So I kind of went with the small studio route. You can also do the national route, which is more like intensive and extensive in terms of timing. But I was like, I want this studio. So with that being said, the first thing to note is some studios might have very specific like instructions and like curriculum that they want you to know, and maybe your certification, if you go to a little studio, might not transfer to another boutique studio. Number two is you need to know your anatomy, and you might genuinely not get that much education on anatomy and like studying with flashcards and being tested like in a written exam about anatomy in your Pilates teacher training. So this is something that you might need to actually take a step further and actually teach yourself and go through the textbooks. I have a dance background, so I actually took anatomy and kinesiology like in college. So I just feel like I got a little bit lucky there because that wasn't necessarily as covered as maybe you'd want it to be. Number three, and this one's huge, and I love that my teacher training like really honed in on this, is your confidence in commanding a room. If you've ever been to a Pilates class and you're like, I'm not motivated, or I have no idea what's going on, or I can't even hear the instructor. And of course, this is something you can learn over time, but if you do not like public speaking and you do not like being in front of people, this might not be the right path for you. If you want to do something more one-on-one with clients, or you want to do more like, specific training, then that could be great. But if you want to host like group fitness Pilates classes, be careful because it is like a very demanding thing and you need to have confidence in it. And number four, make sure your class training teaches you how to cue, form, and how to create an actual flow. For the program I did, we actually did a test out with 10 minutes of a class, and you needed to know, how to set people up into each exercise so they're not looking around, breaking their own form. You need to know what muscles are being worked, what you're actually using to tell the clients, like, okay, this is working our transverse abdominis. Like, you can't just say like abs. It doesn't hit the same. So when you're reviewing what's going to be part of your curriculum, make sure that these things are included because it will set you up for the most amount of success.